the methods that other people would teach me to try to do mathematics never made any sense to me. I would do things my own way, and I would always get the right answer, but it caused a lot of problems with my instructors.
Yeah, I
Um,
can relate. I had the same problem. Where's your work? I did it in my head. No, you didn't.
and yeah, so I had those frustrations. I also came from that age in that generation in the 80s before we started passing out diagnoses like slips of paper. So, I didn't actually get an autism diagnosis until I was 19, and I went to join the military. And the median age of diagnosis now is 4 years old. So
Mhm.
to me, to try to think of how different my life would be if I would have learned that about myself, a decade and a half earlier. So that's just Brobdingnagian, but
Totally.
had an attachment to the way that words sounded, the way that words looked. And so because I wasn't engaging in the use of a social vocabulary, because I didn't have any friends, um, my relationship with language was so strange. And I had this experience where, I would use words, and because they weren't common parlance, people have no idea what I was talking about. It was alphabet soup to them. And so I had to learn early on that the working vocabulary of people was actually much smaller than I thought it was. And I didn't have the social exposure to know better. So
Right.
a lot of social problems from that too, because people would have presumed that I was being condescending, or um, because I would stop to define words because I was uncertain if people knew them, that may become come across as imperious, or if I was like it meant like I was denigrating their intelligence somehow
They're
because I
perfect for
explained
an
something.
educator. I was kind of the same as you. Didn't have quite the challenges younger. However, my mother was an English and Lit teacher, and Dad was a tool and die maker, machinist, and both of them played music. Dad played the flugelhorn, cornet. Mom played oboe, clarinet, and sang in a choir. Taught music for a while. Found out that that wasn't her. Dealing with a classroom full of cacophonic, music was just not her thing. Um, and yet there was this encouragement of vocabulary development.